Miha Lolvio said, Salue for love.
Hi Mir, welcome! Oh my gosh, I forgot to connect the game. I'm just sitting here, not connecting the game. I love your little emote. Who is it? Silhouette for love. Assuming their name is Silhouette then. They're so cute! Ah! But welcome to Mamiya part whatever this is. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Tiny Mamiya. I gotta warm up my voice acting chops. And we drink some water. Also, I fixed the head pat. I swear to God. If it doesn't work again, I will cry. On stream, live. That's a lie. I can't cry on command. It'd be really cool though if I could. I can make it sound like I'm crying on command. Maybe. Anyway, after a long break, I'm back with Mamiya part 6 or 7. Nope, 5. I swear to God, I see you redeeming this head pat. Now I see it not working. I will manually. I am okay.
Lol.
It's time to cry. No, I'm kidding. I will manually make it work. I tested it before. There. Why is it not working? Like I can manually make it work. Maybe that's what I'll just do. If I see someone a head pat, I'll just manually click it. I'm not a good boy. I don't deserve all the head pads. I don't get why it's not working. Blah 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 blah. Oh, sure. What does that mean? I don't understand. Something on this ain't working. I'm just gonna manually do it if anyone does it. I'm gonna say leave this window open. Okay, I don't know how to fix that, but it's fine. I'll manually do it. That's how half of mine work anyways. As you do a thing, and then I say, sure, I guess I'm doing that thing now. Okay, anyway. Last time in Mamiya, we were with the serial killer man who had Mamiya as like a child, and he was like killing him a bunch, which seems very problematic. I don't know. I am like not vibing with this. Ignore me filing my nail that just broke. I had my nails really long for a bit, and then they all slowly broke in sadness. This one's fucked up. Wait, what if I just clip it? What if I just clip it now? It's fine. You know, here we are. This is obviously a voice acting stream and not a Fenry fixing his nails stream. And head pat breaking. Or did you know what? I think it never worked in the first place. Okay, good enough. Good enough to not make me want to scream. Okay. So we're back with Serial Killer Man, who I kind of vaguely remember how I did his voice. So we're rolling with that. I think he's the narrator right now. It was It was none other than Mamiya. I immediately locked him in my embrace. I don't remember what happened immediately before this, or anything. Which caused him to lose his balance and collapse. But our Mamiya expert, Gizia, said this is close to the end of this section. Where have you been? Mamiya, oh Mamiya. My head was positively pounding. Mamiya was in pain from my tight embrace. I nearly crushed him. I didn't go anywhere. Was I doing the little shit voice for him? Probably. I didn't go anywhere, but I was looking for you all night. Oh, what I would have done if you had vanished for good. Oh, that's not much even talking. Whoops. But I was looking for you all night. Oh, what would I have done if you had vanished for good? As I wailed, he began stroking my back. My mother, too, had done this when I was little. His hand was far smaller than hers, yet it helped calm my unsettled mind. Were you lonely? Of course I was. You're so honest. He made an awkward face, pushed away from my chest and crawled out. Let's take a walk, Satoru. He took my hand and led me outside, where I was greeted by a crisp blue winter sky. Why did he take me for a walk? I feel like I need background music. This game is so silent. We could have had a far more relaxed conversation at home. Or was he looking for a chance to run away? If so, I lost the moment we stepped through the front door. Was that what he had been planning? I began to panic. Oh, look, I asked for music and here it is. Have I done something wrong? Did you leave because I'm a boring man? Did I bother you somehow? Mamiya didn't answer. Instead, he made a smile like a summer haze. What the fuck does that mean? Don't talk poetry to me. I couldn't help but scowl. It was winter now, so why was I feeling so hot? And why was that sensation instantly replaced by the chill of the northern winds? I felt like I couldn't tell the temperature anymore. Unable to keep my balance, I nearly collapsed. When I looked at him, Satoru. No. I won't be a bother to you. I promise. Who the fuck is that his first name? Wow, I really obviously been playing this game this entire time. Is that still not enough? I don't understand people's feelings. Isn't hurting people supposed to be a bad thing? I've never in my life found it this easy to breathe. Until now, I had faced many difficulties and couldn't do anything right. Wait, give me a sec. I'm just gonna have my head pat thing right ready next to this screen. There we go. Emergency head pats. So please, Mamiya, take me with you. Take me with you to your homeland, to Trichiliocosm. My voice sounded extremely hoarse. I put more strength into my embrace. I thought that would convey my feelings. It's been a while since I felt you be this organically passionate. Mamiya's words enveloped me like the voice of a father. I found peace. I felt like I could rely on him. You can't. No. You can't. However, he was cruel. Don't you have to be dead to go there? Why? Kind of despair I felt in that moment was akin to being thrown straight into the deepest pits of hell. It should be obvious. It's because you live in this world. I changed his voice so much. You know, we rolling with it. But if it's for you, I can't die. Because I'm not alive. You're standing in one of the few places with light. A place I'd wished to stand in many times before. That's why I can't take you to Trichiliocosm. After taking a walk around town in the clear weather, we returned home. That day, I came to realize that the happiness we take for granted can end very abruptly. One day, Mamiya simply vanished from my house without a trace. I ran out, desperate to find him. I looked everywhere, unflinching in the rain, standing strong in the wind. Snow and summer heat will not defeat me. Where are you? Mamiya! Cold rain cooled my skin. They need better adjectives. The cold rains cooled my cool skin very coolly. The night had become darker. I could see the traffic lights reflected on the wet asphalt. The red color wavered. Don't make that face. In my desperation, I looked towards Mamiya, who stood beyond the traffic light. What did he mean by that face? I wanted him to tell me right away. I wanted him to touch the muscles in my face. Wait, okay. Where are you going? Who knows? What do you want to do? How about you? What do you want to do? You can go anywhere you want, right? Perhaps. So where are you going? Are you planning to come along? You can't do that, can you? Can you tell what I want to say? Yes. Then, say it. I know you're not that good. Oh my god. I know you're not good at this kind of thing. Say it clearly. You're really a bully. You talk... Well, oh my god, you like that about me though, don't you? I looked down. The rain had grown more intense. I could feel it on my neck. It was like a mist enveloping us, erasing the sounds of footsteps and passing cars alike. I couldn't see Mamiya's face too well. It looked strangely vague, like it was all dizzy exclusively in that area. The light was still red. Don't turn green. Don't turn green. I couldn't stop him if it wasn't red. Don't go. Please, don't go, Mamiya. I'm sorry, Satoru. And so, Mamiya vanished. It was the latter half of December. I felt him suddenly vanish. After that, I did the same thing you all did. I looked around, checked family registers, and realized there was no sign of him whatsoever. I was shaken to my very core. I don't understand this man. So, he killed this kid like 50 times, probably more. And then he's like, I checked family registers. This definitely isn't a mythological being that I can kill at will. This is a real-ass kid. I haven't seen a rainbow since then. I'd like to, though. And when I do, I want to shout. I want to shout how lucky and happy I am. By doing that, I believe I can finally become the same. Oh. Finish Downfall Chapter 5, finish Downfall Samajima's route. Okay, sure. Achievements.
Still holding the book.
Oh my god. Fucking British.
Still holding the book, I fell silent. I tried my best to remain objective.
Oh, this is very not British. Give me a sec. It's been like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks since I did this.
I tried my best to remain objective, but I couldn't help but...
This is so wrong.
But become invested. I was simply that moved by their stories. How come they see Mamiya as a positive entity? I mean, it is Mamiya's... I mean, it's Mamiya's fault that my friends ended up dying. Looking back at it, the various Mamiyas did frequently act supportive of my friends. It was just that the endings of each story were far too cruel. Would these people also end up dying horrible deaths?
Oh my god, I feel like I can't British anymore. What happened?
Or it could be that the stories differ in several different ways. It's not going to be easy, but I can't make any judgments unless I see everything through to the end. There was one common point among all the Mamiyas, though. The Trichiliocosm. It was a word I'd heard many times now. What could it be?
Would you like to find out?
I was startled by the sudden voice coming from behind me. Why?
I'm assuming it's Mamiya. Oh, 3 of the Mamiyas.
Why are you all here? They all sounded to chuckle, almost as if they were enjoying my reaction.
Oh god, which one's talking? I don't know. I'm just gonna do the generic Mamiya voice.
Shouldn't that be obvious? We're here to lead the children we so dearly love to the Trichiliocosm.
What are you trying to achieve? And what is the Trichiliocosm?
Oh, we don't need to answer that. You should already know.
What?
You still don't get it.
We're missing a Mamiya. I don't remember who the last one was, though. Is it Rio's? I don't remember. We're missing one, though.
How dull.
I mustn't let them be in control.
Say, Spectre, don't you feel it?
Oh, whoop. Whatever.
The nest girl's abrupt question came like a gust of wind.
The very act of living is full of contradictions.
The boy in the gas mask and the boy with the rabbit mask continued to weave more words.
The more things you gain, the more you want, and the more you fear losing it all. Strange, isn't it? I mean, we all start with nothing. Yes, souls never had bodies to begin with.
Their clear
Oh my.
Their clear voices rendered me speechless.
You understand, don't you? Even our flesh is borrowed.
That's... I looked at the transient body I'd used as a spectator.
Originally, we know everything that is in this world was in an ideal kingdom we called a Trichiliocosm. They all gain transient forms and appear in this world as phenomena. And so we bring them back. We merely take things from this wretched world and return them to the peaceful land they came from.
My fist was trembling in anger.
With anger.
Is that so strange?
Of course, none of that makes sense. Even if what you say is true, it's still death.
We're telling you, Spectator, that death is nothing to be afraid of. In fact, it's a vital part of the process wherein you let go of your unnecessary flesh and travel to the paradise that is the Trichiliocosm.
Listen, even if the Trichiliocosm really does exist, they live right here in this world. Maybe they'll be happier in the Trichiliocosm, but dying means the end of... for them here.
Ha!
Oh my god, who's talking now? Why isn't it Mamiya? Okay.
As always, you think only in terms of flesh and bone.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's a different person.
A scarfed man appeared from between the children.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
There you are, Mamiya.
Oh dear, Getting you to understand things is exhausting. Don't you agree, us?
Seriously, he doesn't even try to comprehend us.
He's so dull.
You should tell him something too.
Let's see. What did you say a moment ago? Dying means the end for them here. You really do look only at this world. That's precisely why you can't think beyond it.
Mamiya Yumehiso.
If your sight extends all the way to the Trichiliocosm, death becomes nothing more than a rite of passage. Like I've said, death is hardly anything to be afraid of.
Even so, we live in this world. It's the only one we know. The ideal Trichiliocosm you speak of is a non-existent illusion. My shout made them fall silent.
Oh, you heard a Discord beep beep? I don't know how to turn them off. Well, it's fine.
For a moment, I thought they understood me, but then they all glared at me.
Team Mamiya, kill. Oh my god, they got crazy eyes.
Are you serious? Did you seriously just say that? Hey, spectator. Listen well. As a spectator, you can't save the four of them.
That's not true. I actually made them happy. I remembered all my interferences, and recalled the endings I had created as a result. Sure, what I do is unclear, and maybe there are better ways, but I created new possibilities in which...
Oh my god, Discord, shut the frig up.
In which...
Really? Did you really make them happy? You're not even from that world.
Those words made me realize something I tried my best to ignore.
You half-assedly gave them someone to depend on, then just vanished.
Oh my god, is there a way to turn off Discord beep beep noises? I don't even know where it is. Cries. It's fine, the scuff be real. That's what happens when I take like 5 days off from streaming.
Did that really make them happy?
What?
Nope.
That wasn't true. I wanted to deny it, but I had no way of arguing with him.
Right. You have no idea what happens after those endings. And that's why you're such a hopeless dimwit, Natsume. I'm impressed that someone as immature as you could become a spectator. What you did was disguise your own selfishness as kindness. You do actually understand, don't you? You know what you really are. You know about the Trichiliocosm too.
What? Arisukawa began walking through that ashen world. Mamiya vanished, almost as if to look away from it. Wait, I'm still not... Damn it. No way. That can't be. It's just... Hey, please tell me something. I knocked on the door but got no response. There's no one behind that door. I felt a chill down my spine. Turning around, I saw the librarian, giving me her usual smile.
Hey, I guess right on who was talking.
Like I said, the scent of sin can be passed on. Miss Librarian, what happened to the person behind the door? If he was released, that means he's no longer a sinner. I should be able to meet him without issue. If you happen to know where he is. He vanished. What? He vanished. Disappeared. The person within the room was gone.
You know what that means, don't you?
But why? The librarian was still smiling.
Why? You wonder. Well, I did tell you not to interfere, did I not?
The temperature suddenly dropped. Her eyes were colder than ever.
It's your fault. It's
because you interfered and involved him that he chose to disappear in your stead. But that's... Normally, the disappearance of a criminal wouldn't do much for your sin. You would have followed after him. However, our Lord was greatly moved by this friendship between sinners. You will not be punished until you finish watching the story you're currently in charge of. Isn't that great, Natsume?
She said Natsume in quotes. That's sketchy.
Do not become negligent, though. Then again, that's all you have now, I suppose. Yes, of course. I will continue weaving the story with diligence. Most excellent. Work hard until our Lord becomes bored of you. After saying that, the librarian gracefully left. I couldn't move from where I was standing. He was erased in my stead. That's just... No, we'll never meet our deep southern voiced man. Oh, he's crying over him? Damn, okay. I was once again unable to protect someone close to me. I collapsed where I stood. I felt devastated.
Wait, I think I have hiccups. Okay, never mind.
I hated how weak and thoughtless I'd been. How inexperienced I truly was. I bit my lip and tried to hold back the sobs. Oh, okay, I guess he was crying. However, the more I tried, the more tears flowed through my eyes. Why? I shouldn't have talked to him. If I hadn't done that, I might have been able to touch the stories that he loved. The librarian was right. I shouldn't have interfered. Even in the stories that I thought ended well. The sudden disappearance of Natsume would make them all search for me. That wasn't the happy ending I had wanted to give them. What options did I have left? What could I possibly do now? I no longer had anyone who'd lend an ear to my woes. I was now completely alone.
This boy needs a therapist, seriously. Like, I'm sorry your magical friend behind a wall isn't there to listen to you trauma dump on him with your drama. But that's okay. You can, I don't know, just talk to the wall anyways.
I was now completely alone.
Why is my... Oh, dang. Okay.
I have to keep reading. I have to keep reading the story. I cried, and my consciousness grew vague. I picked up the book like I always did and tried to sink into it. However, my hands simply refused to open the cover. I need to spectate, but my mind was overwhelmed. I saw the smiles from back when I was still alive. I saw the reflection of the librarian's lenses. I saw the corpses created by Mamiya. I saw his crescent smile within the storm. I heard the gentle voice I'd once heard from my senior behind the door. I could understand this. I knew I couldn't hesitate. I had to hurry and save my friends as quickly as possible. I had to spend every second thinking of a way to make them happy. However...
Okay, I have an ad starting in a minute. I'm just gonna, like, drink water and whatnot during the ad. So, no worries, friendos. Fiends. You know, it'll be fine. You won't miss much story-wise. Just me drinking water. Which is a very exciting thing for the story, obviously. Here, I'll do it until the ad starts.
However, I couldn't bring myself to open the black cover. And I didn't have the willpower to save anyone anymore. How long
had I been walking?
Since then, I'd merely been wandering around without a clear goal. I didn't raise my face, nor did I look around. I might have passed by the librarian. She might have lost all faith in me. I'm a powerless spectator who can't even do the job right.
Oop! Ad! Ah! And now I drink water. For however long this ad is. Ew, delicious water. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, blue. I think it's funny when... This is random, but I was just thinking, I'm like, can a streamer gift subs? Because aren't they just... Well, I guess you lose money anyways. I was saying, aren't they just giving money back to themselves? But, I guess you lose money because Twitch takes the cut, so then it would just be like, half the price for you? That's weird. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Math. Math. Words. Oh, ad that ends in 2.5 minutes. Ad break. It's an ad break. There's an ad, here's an ad, everywhere there's an ad. Sing a song because there's an ad. La la. We love an ad, get me paid with money cause we have some ads. I want to know. I'll figure out what they are after. Like, I want to know if they're like themed, like for like what the current, you know what, like what the streamer's audience is. Like, are my ads, I don't know, dumb shit, horror movies? Who knows? It's an ad we love. I don't know, we don't love an ad. I was listening to podcasts and I like skip through the ads. Ad break. Ad break. I said I would drink water. I'll just chug a bunch. I should probably stretch. Pet a cat. He's sad that I pet him since I woke him up to pet him, but it was worth it. La 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 la. Do ads. Is the ad over? No. Oh gosh. You know, I switched these because a friend said it was better having the three every hour, 3 minute every hour, instead of, what is it, 1 minute every half hour or something? No, it's 1.5 minutes every half hour. And you know, they're just so long. So long. So long ads. Very well. I hardly need ye ads. Welcome back from the ads. Okay, I have a question.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Ah, thank you, Mir. Okay, wait. What were the ads? That is my question. Were they like, are they themed by the streamer? There wasn't a Furiosa ad, I'd be sad. Sad for ads. You missed it. I was singing for a very long time about ads.
Miha Lolvio said,
Did you not have an ad? Oh gosh, Mir, you never have ads the same time. It's okay. There was, mine told me you guys were on an ad break. Maybe I'm Delulu. Maybe everyone heard me singing about ads for way too long. And rambling and petting cats. Anyways, nothing happened. Obviously. I'll just keep going, and we ignore that. Don't watch the VOD. But thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna be so hydrated. No vocal fry tonight. Unless Mamiya talks a lot, then I'll switch his voice because that Beavis and Butthead voice killed me a little bit.
I'm a powerless spectator who can't even do his job right. My own words made me feel even worse. I couldn't save my friends. I had many things to ask my senior. I wanted to know the true meaning behind Mamiya's parting words. I wanted to know how stories continued to unfold after the end credits. And finally, I wanted to know about the story he mentioned, the one that meant a lot to him.
You'll never find out because he's dead.
I could no longer get answers to any of these questions. If what Mamiya said was true, I really can't save anyone.
What? Who's talking right now? Oh, I guess it's someone. I don't fucking know.
You half-assedly gave them someone to depend on and then just vanished. Did that really make them happy? I acted as if I was doing it for their sake, but it was just fueled by my own selfish ego. Perhaps it was that from the very start, even if I felt like I helped them. The very act of trying to save my friends who were fated to die was just for my own self-satisfaction. I couldn't do the job I was given.
What was this? I don't really get what the spectator's job is. Just read a book and I think it's make sure the events go as they're supposed to.
And I was left like this only because I was a special case. I had no idea it would lead to someone else getting sacrificed. Despite having already cried a ton, my vision grew hazy again, forcing me to close my eyes tight. I bit my lip and opened my eyes again. I stood before the door where my senior was being kept. Did I come here subconsciously? God, I'm being stupid. There's no one here anymore. Feeling disheartened, I naturally cast my gaze downward, only to realize that something wasn't quite right. The door's open. I'd talked to the person behind it many times. However, the door had always remained shut. Yet now, it was open enough to let some wind pass through. It made perfect sense. After all, there was no one to keep locked inside there anymore. There was absolutely no one here. I knew that, and yet I placed my hand on the doorknob and slowly pulled it. Cold, moist, plain walls.
Ew.
It was a room so small and dark it made the faintly lit hallway look bright by comparison. It was definitely a prison.
This looks like the back rooms. Yeah, hardcore. I don't give a poop.
It was definitely a prison, and the light seeping in through the door was dispersing some of the darkness. Within that light, there was no one. What was I expecting?
Gizia said, OMGH, I am a bit late LMAO.
Hi, Gizia. No worries, we're on different chapter now. I think I finished Samajima's nonsense, and now that guy died. The senior who I gave the deepest southern voice ever. And we're exploring his backroom looking prison of sadness. And lonely despair. And no worries, welcome! I welcome all fiends that are willing to sit here and listen to me ramble and badly voice act to this. It's been too long since I'm Mamiya. I forgot how to British, so everyone's voices are a little off, and it's fine. This is the knockoff version.
Did I really toy around with the idea that he hadn't vanished at all, and was now watching over me from the shadows? Ridiculous. I entered the darkness and touched the cold wall, almost as if trying to find some remnants of his warmth. I slowly lowered my hand, but right before I pulled it back, I noticed a crack at the edge of the wall. My eyes had grown accustomed to the dark, allowing me to just barely make it out. No. It wasn't a crack, but some text. After making sure there was no one outside, I looked at the text again. It was direct, and seemed to have been etched by something sharp. Are these numbers? It was a row of numbers. It seemed familiar, but I didn't exactly know why. However, the fact that it was there could only mean that it was a message left for me specifically.
Maybe it's like a book? Like a... What's that code? Like, oh god. The Dewey Decimal System. Yeah.
I had to think. Considering it was left for me, it must have been something I knew. If I didn't understand what it was, I would never be able to face him. Think. Damn it. I clenched my teeth and put my memory to work. A dark cell. That story he loved. The outside of this facility, which I knew nothing about. A library as vast as an ocean. All these labels etched onto the spines of the books.
Hey, I called that hardcore.
The moment that thought flashed through my mind, I broke into a run. I hurried to a shelf that had the book with the number he'd left behind. This world had far too many books. You had to traverse a considerable distance just to get from A to B. It might have been faster if I asked the librarian, but I couldn't do that. There were other librarians, of course, but asking them was the same as asking her. And so, no matter how many ladders I had to climb, no matter how many stairs I had to descend, no matter how dizzy the sea of books made me feel, I'm on my own here. I need to find it by myself. I spent a good while searching for the book with the number. Eventually, I found the right bookshelf. However, there were so many books with numbers that they simply couldn't all fit into my vision. Can I really figure out which one of these he was referring to? I looked over the spines with the numbers. Oh. And found one particular book without any text on its cover. That in turn made it stand out. I locked my eyes on it and used the ladder to get to it. It wasn't big or anything, just a standard tankobon-sized book.
Tankobon.
However, it weighed far more than the others. After carefully going down, I snuck behind the shelf and opened the book. What did he leave for me?
Y'all, this music is so loud. There's gotta be a way to fix this. Okay. Background music volume. Can I make it? Oh man, that helps so much. Okay. Is that too low for you guys though? Okay, what if I turn it down for me and just turn up? Wait. Let me unlock this. There. Because I'm like, I cannot hear myself think. Okay, where's it? Let me drink some water.
Inside, I found no text at all. A fake book without any story in it. I flipped through the blank pages.
And found a handgun. What? Handgun in a book.
I'm not shocked. That southern, our southern senpai sounded,
Rascally? I don't know. I feel like he'd have gun.
I picked up the shiny black weapon with trembling hands. It was heavy. I could feel its weight through my entire arm. This had to be his final ace up the sleeve.
Who are you supposed to shoot with a gun? Isn't this like a freaking fantasy world?
It was a weapon he had stored away for the sake of the story he so loved. And he gave it to me. Its weight made me certain. He was gone for good. There was no one who could help me now. I was alone. I was different from my friends, and unlike any of the other spectators. There was no one I could trust now. Despite that, I have to fight, even if I am on my own. I have to defeat Mamiya.
Gonna shoot him with a gun.
I strengthened my grip around the gun. See, I finally gathered my resolve. I knew now that saving something required sacrificing something else. If I wanted to protect something I held dear, I had to be ready to hurt others. It's time. I'll enter their story again.
Damn. Ew, end of a section.
Got a gun. Oh,
That was abrupt.
oh my god.
Why is everything so loud? Holy shit. What's this? S. This is like the sound effects volume. Turn down the freaking wind. Holy shit.
I thought you'd never come here again.
The man smiled within the darkness.
What's your plan? This story ends with them being taken to the Trichiliocosm. That's the ending. No matter what wisdom you wield, and no matter if you feel like you saved them, you can't actually go past that time. As long as you're a spectator,
Jeez, he looks crazy.
as long as you're a spectator, you'll never be able to save your friends.
That's not true. I may not know what happens after the ending, but that's information that not even you have. They can be happy even without me. They have the power to do that. My resolute shout made Mamiya's eyebrows twitch in irritation.
You still continue to spout not.
Words. Words are things I can speak.
You still continue to spout that naive nonsense. You really, 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 really don't understand anything. You think they'll just lead happy lives when you leave them. The fact that you can't drop this optimism is the reason why you...
I found it strange that he would raise his voice like that. However, it only lasted a moment. He quickly regained his crescent smile.
You know? Him getting angry is very sketchy. Like, I feel like he, I don't know. I feel like we're onto something, and he is hiding shit.
The two eyes above it pierced me harder than ever before.
You do actually understand, right, Natsume?
His black and green eyes bore into me. I felt uneasy, genuinely uneasy. Understand what? The strength of his words made me stagger. I couldn't rely on anyone. He made me feel as though someone as useless as me would just fall into the darkness of hell.
The meaning behind the actions you took before the end credits. You know where you tried to take them. And you know what the Trichiliocosm is.
I don't know what the Trichiliocosm is. How does Natsume know? Yeah, hiccups.
Stop.
You know what you are. You really do know, don't you?
A moment later, darkness came over my eyes.
Oh my god. Friggin' jump scare. Is this a song? Okay.
The mummies all collapsed. Blood spurted out. Within rain. Within a bathtub. Within the city. Within the sea. Who killed? Who cornered them? Who was responsible? Whose malice crushed them? Whose benevolence?
Gizia said, I should be written the volume warning LMAO.
Hey, I just turned down all the sound effects. I might have screamed if I had not just turned all that shit down. Because it was already loud before. It's fine. It was just weird. I'm like, what in God's name is happening here?
I had a feeling about this. I'd known it all along. I merely averted my eyes from it due to other factors.
Did Natsume kill them?
Long before Mamiya ever asked me. I'd known it since the time I died. It was obvious what the Trichiliocosm was. I knew where I would return. If the Trichiliocosm was the place where people went after death, the place where Natsume went after dying, then that library with its countless books.
Alright then, let's go to the Trichiliocosm where Mamiya is waiting for us.
Oh, alright then. Let's go beyond that light. It was the very same Trichiliocosm Mamiya always spoke of.
Oh my god. He's just fucking covered in blood. That's fine. This is fine.
No, I don't know that.
You do.
I don't.
You're the same.
So the library is the Trichiliocosm, I guess?
We're the same.
No. No!
I don't scream. I just don't want to blow out. I go scream from afar. Scare my neighbors.
I grabbed my head and writhed in agony. My brain ached, refusing to accept his words as truth. No, I didn't know that. I didn't intend that. I wanted to save them. The fact that the happy ending would lead to the same place where where this man was taking them.
I feel like calling him a man is like giving him too much liberty.
I don't. I shouted, hoping that would make the headache go away. However, my feelings and my brain accepted his words as the truth. Within my fading consciousness, I gently moved my mouth. My flesh alone seemed to reject the truth. If I'd stopped resisting this, I would be consumed by this darkness.
Ooh, spooky wind.
Natsume, you did good. For coolest foolish puppet of a spectator, that is. So let's end this. Don't get in the way of the story we wish. There's nothing you can do about it. You yourself had no choice in this, did you?
Within the darkness, I felt the weight of my unresponsive body. I did work hard. For someone so pitiful, I did reasonably well.
Why not just rest?
Perhaps he was right. I certainly was feeling a little tired. No matter how hard I tried, their happiness drifted farther and farther away. The more I struggled, the more alone I became. It might be a good time to just rest and take a look at the scenery.
Yeah, you did well. You've done enough.
What an enticing voice.
I feel like I should make it more gremlin-y.
I could hardly resist it. A gentle, peaceful land of harmony. I felt like I could see it right in front of me.
Go on, take my hand. You should rest for a bit.
Within my hazy vision, I saw his pale hand. I saw it as my only salvation. So, I'm
gonna save real quick. Fuck that guy. We ain't taking shit. I don't take any of your shit.
No. No. I'm not like you.
What?
Oh man, he looks dead inside.
I was chosen. I uttered words not even I fully understood. My consciousness was still as hazy as ever. In my hand, I tightly grasped the gun left behind by my senior.
Is he gonna shoot Mamiya?
Its hardness made me snap back to my senses. I felt like I was holding his will. I looked ahead.
Dang, I like this. I'm down with this music.
Mamiya had left an opening, and I looked right at him. I'm not like you. I have friends I talk to, friends who came to my funeral. Even if what I do is the same as what Mamiya, what do you do? I will make them happy. I'm not like you.
Eh.
After a brief silence, he let out a laugh.
Big words, Natsume.
I felt the very air tremble as a fierce gale blew at me. It blew away the darkness, and the blood on me vanished. Clouds drifted ahead, a small ray of light shining through.
So it was symbolic blood? I guess. I mean, you should leave it. It's kind of hot. I don't know.
The moonlight from behind me, a scented Mamiya's outline.
Seems very, DN Angel, I guess.
This man, Mamiya, ignored the gale and looked only at me. His gaze was stronger than ever before.
The same way you do things for them. I too have to meet their expectations.
Oh my god, Discord, shut the hell up. Okay, what if I, like, close out of it? Well, like... Oh my god, it's closed. How is it beeping? I don't understand. This is the ghost of Discord's past. Okay, whatever.
The moment he said that, the clouds vanished, exposing the moon. It shone with a golden tint, and felt as vast as Mamiya himself.
A shared illusion. That is what we want.
Ooh, I clicked a thing.
A shared illusion.
Very well. You think we're that different? I'm challenging you, Natsume. Let's see whose desires become true.
Mamiya grinned at me. Yeah, I couldn't lose this. I had to do all I could to win against this man.
It's very dramatic.
I accept. No matter what you're plotting, no matter what you are, I'll use my iron will to save the people from your treachery. You can take that as a promise. I will keep denying the world you desire. I'm challenging you, Mamiya.
Mamiya, I'm challenging you. Fight me, Mamiya. Ew. There's a page turn. I think that's important. Signifies something.
Natsume, have you ever been to Tokyo Tower?
Well,
No, I've always lived in Tokyo, and I did think about visiting it at least once, though. Tokyo Tower is one of Japan's symbols. I love huge buildings, so I really like going there a lot.
You're pretty tall yourself. Is that why you like huge buildings?
I just feel close to them, you know? We were going to Tokyo Tower as we talked. Last Friday, we all promised to hang out as friends. And everyone had actually gathered on time for this. What are you so happy about, Natsume? Oh, I'm just glad I got to meet you guys again. You're being weird. We can hang out whenever we want. Marichka actually visited my place the other day. He brought up tons of rented DVDs.
Not like you had anything better to do, right?
I had homework to do the next day, but he rented so many we had to pull an all-nighter to finish them.
that's so cute. He's like, he rented them, so obviously we had to watch all of them.
That's definitely how that works. And I had him help me.
Come on, kanji literature's easy.
It pissed me off how fast he was.
Aren't you glad I was there?
Anyway, don't be afraid to call us. In fact, put me on high priority.
You're my boyfriend after all, obviously.
Thanks.
Suo here.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, don't look at it now.
I need to get back home first, okay?
Right? Okay, right? Yeah, right.
Natsume, Did you see that? Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I didn't intend to. Ryo and I actually exchanged letters. Suo Kato talked to me in a whisper, making sure that Kikuchi Ryo wouldn't hear him. Letters? Yes, I insisted on it, and he actually gave one to me.
That's cute, pen pals.
It turned into a habit. I see. That's wonderful. The fact that they were also doing it in this what if makes me happy. Oh, right. Here's one to you. Oh, me. Surprised I took the letter he gave me. Can I read it? No, you need to read letters at home.
Is that a real thing? Is that a fact? I read and walk all the time. Letters, I mean, not books. Oh, obviously, I would never do that.
All right. Everyone seems to be having so much fun. Did my efforts to push away Mommy's impact a bit?
What are you muttering?
Gucci Rio, don't just sneak up on me like that.
I didn't intend to.
You didn't forget why we came here, right?
No, Rio said that. Whoops, did Rio say that? I think Rio said that. Oh, yeah. You didn't forget why we came here, right? Oh my god, I skipped it again. Jesus Christ.
Well, we're here to have fun and grow closer.
No. Are you even listening? Flowers.
Flowers?
Getting flowers for Natsume.
You decided to give him flowers. That's good. No, it's not decided yet. It's just that there are a lot of flowers. And if there's one that suits him perfectly, we might go with that. I've been thinking what flower would be right for him, but I figured that we should look around the flower shops here too, not just the ones where we live. I see. Flowers, huh? I can't wait. Hey, let's split up for now. We're gathering here in the evening. Okay. Oh, hey, Natsume. I hadn't told them that I didn't want to go to Tokyo Tower for mere sightseeing. The pink house where Arisugawa and the other three lived. According to the descriptions, it was somewhere around here.
He doesn't know. Wasn't he, like, standing right there?
I observed them many times, but I hadn't met them even once. That night, I faced Mamiya.
Oop. Oh my god, I think I dumped water down on my shirt. Okay, that's fine.
I faced Mamiya and told him that I would save everyone. I now felt that I had to interact with them at least once. They seemed to be more intoxicated by Mamiya than my friends. For all I knew, they might just turn me away at the front door.
I honestly thought that those other people lived in a separate timeline. Like, I didn't know they were at the house right now. That was like the past or something.
Still, I'll do what I can. Alright. I was able to find the scene from the prologue to their story. The cafe they entered to take shelter from the rain. That meant the place they lived at was also close. It was probably... I followed my memory to walk where they had. I took a right at the drugstore with the frog in front of it, then turned left at the park and kept going straight. Was there always a convenience store here? I became somewhat worried. Well, convenience stores pop up all the time, I guess. It should be okay. Convincing myself, I continued to walk. However, I found something that didn't match my memory. Am I really going the right way? But then I saw a temple that really stood out, and became certain that I was on the right track. Alright, I just have to keep going forward. Aha. The pink house from my memory, it wasn't there.
I knew it was the past. I said that shit. Ha.
Or maybe it's the future. But
If the house is gone, it could have gotten torn down because the convenience store was there. So that means the convenience store was put up.
Instead, all I saw was a plot of land currently for sale. What? Why?
Yuzia said, maybe eyes.
Maybe. I love the eyes floating up.
I opened my eyes wide and looked around. The house ahead, as well as the neighboring ones, were all exactly as I remembered them. In that case, where on earth did they go?
There was never a house in the first place. Ooh.
Oh, Natsume, welcome back. Where have you been? As I returned with drooping shoulders, I was welcomed by Toho Minato. I went to visit some acquaintances, but they weren't in. Oh, did they move away?
If they never mentioned it, that means you've just been cut off.
You're not supposed to say that.
How?
It's okay. It's not like we agreed to meet. Thanks, guys. So, did you find any good flowers? You'll know when you see them.
We bought some. Here.
Marichka handed me a plastic bag. Huh, they're in here. Let's see. I looked inside and found a whole bunch of handheld fireworks. Fireworks? That's exactly the reaction I expected from Natsume. But these are fire. As we looked around, we passed by Don Quixote and saw these. Man, DQ's great. We also got a bucket.
Oh, that voice was... Oof.
We're going to light them now.
We didn't come all the way here to do nothing.
But fireworks are pretty loud.
There's a park nearby. Let's do it there.
Don't you want to create memories with us? That question was just so... You're being unfair.
I mean, same. You got FOMO. Aw, cute. Oh god, okay.
Wow, amazing, it's so pretty. It's dry out, so things might catch fire. Be careful.
Oh gosh, okay.
Don't just stand there. Come closer. Here.
Oh god.
Here, take it.
This is like, how well can I remember whose voice goes to which character?
I'll light it. That's scary. Whoa.
Oh, there it goes.
Uh,
What are you so scared of?
have you never lit handheld fireworks before? No. But it's a pretty sight, isn't it? It sure is. I hesitantly looked up. Behind the colorful flames, 4 of them were laughing. It's so pretty.
Ah, yes. Me and my harem of beautiful men.
I've always found winter prettier than summer. The air is clearer too. I'm honestly surprised more people don't like it. But it's fun to be the only ones enjoying such colors in winter.
It's too cold to catch on.
Sorry, it gives me a hot second to figure out who is who.
Come on, you're a grown man. Stop playing with sparklers and move a little. You'll warm up.
Ashfrost34 said, Sup Fenry.
Oh, hi, Ash. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I hope everyone's having a great day in general. No stress for anyone. I dub thee no stress for anyone today. Or tomorrow, I guess, since it's kind of too late. I had dumb stress earlier because I bought a car. And now insurance is annoying.
Ashfrost34 said, I was playing through Disgaea 4.
Ooh, fun! Those ones are on my list. I've never played a Disgaea game, but, Sagia? Disgaea? I don't know how to say. Disgaea. but I watched a little bit of Trace playing it last week, and it seems really fun. So I'll get to it eventually. I have so many games on my list of games.
Ashfrost34 said, "Oh, you bought a car, what kind of model?"
It is a Hyundai Kona 2024. It is my first big purchase in a while, and yeah, but I didn't know. Buying a car fucking sucks. Just the sheer amount of paperwork and calling your insurance, and then the paperwork back there, and then going back to the dealership, and then calling the insurance again, and then going on the insurance website, and then calling the insurance, and then going back to the dealership. It's awful. It's so awful. It's like a paperwork hellscape. I thought the healthcare system was bad. This is currently worse. I don't know.
Ashfrost34 said, "Oh, a Hyundai, I want one cause I want to hook up my music to the car."
Ooh, yes. So, I mean, if you have an iPhone, and most cars right now have Apple Play in general, like my friend has a Toyota Corolla, and you can do that on there too. But I went from trash car that was more than 10 years old, that didn't have anything, like no working Bluetooth, no nothing, to now I have Apple Play and Bluetooth and a backup camera. We live in the good life now. I will suffer through my paperwork nightmare hell and like bureaucratic nonsense just to drive a nice car and have a backup camera. Like today, I parallel parked decently for the first time like ever. Thanks to backup camera. It's a game changer.
Come on, you're a grown man.
Ashfrost34 said, "Oh yeah, I saw my mom get her Hyundai, and it was a long process and the grueling and the payments are tragic."
I mean, my payments aren't that bad. I took out a loan and they like me, so payments are whatever. But yeah, it's just the getting the car. The amount of times I had to go to this dealership that's like an hour away. Just awful. It's so bad. I've been there so many times, and I still have to go there again later this week, and probably again later, and then I never want to go there or talk to this man ever again in my life. Like, unless something goes wrong with the car. I'm like the person who sold it to me, I'm just gonna be like, please, no, just make it end. It's been 2 weeks, or a week, God. But yeah, just living that kind of car stress life for a bit.
Ashfrost34 said, "Well, my mom gave me her old Toyota Camry 2012, and I use it and it's still kicking."
Oh, nice. My old car was a 2011 and it had like 200,000 miles on it. So they were struggling. But I'm impressed it's still working. More than 10 years later. This is 2024, so it's 12 years old.
Come on, you're a grown man. Stop playing with sparklers and move a little. Go warm up.
But I don't want to move.
Oh, I'd like to play with sparklers too.
Wait, are sparklers different than handheld fireworks? I thought that's what they were doing earlier.
Seeing the thing in Morichika Haruki's hand piqued my interest. It didn't seem intense, so I could enjoy it rather casually. However, as a first-timer, I didn't really know how to light and enjoy
What do you mean how to light and enjoy sparklers? You just light the end and then sparkle away.
Thankfully, there was someone next to me who could help. What is it, Natsume? Oh, could you show me how sparklers work? If you're fine with me, then sure.
Ashfrost34 said, "Sparklers are basically something you can hold your hand and just watch the sparks fly."
I mean, I get that, but what's the difference between, like, what is a handheld firework, then? Like, what is... I do not understand. Like, what they were doing. Like, isn't what they were doing before just a big-ass sparkler? I don't know.
Toho Minato responded quickly and moved closer to me. I gotta ask, though, what kind of childhood did you have? It's sort of unusual for someone to have never played with handheld fireworks. Well, I did watch many of the fireworks that got fired off into the sky. I was a normal kid, although I didn't have many friends back then. Well, you have us now. Toho Minato.
Ashfrost34 said, I think the handheld is where it has the ignition line to light and then you point the firework upwards with your hands and watch it explode.
You know, I was kind of getting that was what it was, but it was hard to tell. I know there's those ones that you, like, light on the ground and they spin and it's like an octopus. Or it's not an octopus, it just spins on the ground. I don't know. Obviously, I need to up my fireworks knowledge game. Yeah, I've only done sparklers.
Ashfrost34 said, and then you get internet of people being dumb with fireworks in the dumbest way.
Yeah. Fireworks be dangerous, don't be doing dumb shit. Or else you'll lose a hand. Or your life.
You're right. I found dear friends in all of you. Oh, by the way, what were you like in the past? Huh? I want to know about your past. What kind of child were you? I was into dressing up.
Subtle, real subtle.
Really? You're pretty fashion conscious even now. So it's a long-running thing then.
This takes place after. He already knows. Yeah. I'm getting confused with the timeline. It definitely takes place after he knows that he's the maid. Whatever her name is. Mina.
Thanks. But back then I was into dressing up in a different way. Toho Minato was hesitant to continue. It was a familiar expression, and I couldn't help but say something. It's okay. I'm not gonna force you to talk. It's not that I don't want to talk. I'm just not sure where to begin, and how to say it so I'm understood. I bought a piece of clothing, but not the kind you'd wear every day. It was something I pooled together my allowance to get. My parents weren't home, so I could easily hide it in my room. The clothes were beautiful. Its vibrant yellow bloomed like a flower whenever the wind blew. But it's pretty embarrassing to wear clothing like that to school. I didn't want people to point fingers at me for dressing up. That was why I would only wear it after taking the train and passing 3 stations. I'm guessing it's like a sundress. That day, I put on clothes. I put on the clothes and walked around an area of town that was pretty far from home for an elementary schooler. However, the sky suddenly clouded over and I found myself drenched in rain. That was when it happened. I met someone important to me. Toma. It was awful. Droplets of water kept trickling to the ground when I squeezed my hair.
This is my kid voice.
My shoes were all wet. And worst of all, my favorite piece of clothing. This yellow flower-patterned dress was all wet. I hate this. It almost made me cry. It was so bright out when I left, so it never crossed my mind that it'd be raining in this town. I ran under the awning of a nearby establishment to hide from the rain. The droplets made loud sounds as they hit the ground. I was getting cold and regretted not bringing something to cover myself with. When would the rain end? And how long would I have to stand here? I did really well with my makeup, and it was supposed to be a great day, yet
I thought he was a little kid.
I was starting to tear up when suddenly the bell of the establishment behind me began to ring. I'm sorry. I'm only here because of the rain. I'll go away if I'm being a bother.
Oh my god. He gets suave. I don't know.
Do you have an umbrella?
Sure, whatever that's what we're going with.
Oh, no. I saw you from inside.
Oh my god, he's like a full ass man.
Would you care to come in? Excuse me, do you have a towel? Oh dear, this poor dear child is drenched. I'll bring one right away. The establishment was a cafe with a relaxed atmosphere. It didn't seem right for an elementary schooler like me to be there. While I was drying my hair and clothes with the towel the worker brought, the man who let me in sat down on a counter stool. Sit down. Oh, I have no money on me. Don't worry about that. It's on me.
Ashfrost34 said, I forget, is this a horror visual novel or romantic one?
Correct. I think it's like a mystery. I'd say like a thriller mystery. We got romance, we got horror. I originally thought it was
Gizia
horror.
said, it is a love story.
What? I feel like you're shitting on me. There's no way this is a love story. I don't know. There's too much murder. There's so much murder.
Gizia said, LMAO.
There's too much. I mean, I guess Romeo and Juliet, the classicest love story, has the most murder. So I guess you can have murder in a love story, but I don't trust you. These are my skeptical eyes. Wait, let me put on my skeptical eyes. That's that. Those are my skeptical eyes.
Ashfrost34 said, I mean, I downloaded Nekojishi, a yaoi visual novel with hot tiger men.
Oh yes, I am aware of that one. It is on my wish list because I think it is free. But we will not be streaming those kind of games because Twitch will ban us. But I am aware of the horny yaoi games.
Ashfrost34 said, isn't it free?
It is free. I just haven't downloaded it yet. I have like 5 free ones on my wish list that I haven't done yet, just because I keep buying games and then not playing them. Like, I'm like, I'll stream this, but then I'm like, oh my god, I'm still playing Mamiya, oh my god, I'm still playing Resident Evil, and now I have no free days. So, eventually, when I finish games, like, I haven't finished Amori yet either, like, I don't know, I feel like I have to finish these ones before I start the new ones, but now I have a bunch of new ones that are just waiting for one day when I'll play them. I'm gonna leave Derp Face on for a bit. I also have Scared Face too, which is this one. Yeah, this is my I'm uncomfy face, which I should have made enough there.
Ashfrost34 said, oh please, Twitch allowed a chick to wear a bikini that looked like it cut the blood flow to her chest and butt with a camera close to her ass. Her chocolate starfish almost showed through one bad movement.
That is a lot of info. I have a correct face for that. And I think their guidelines are very specific. And some people can just get around them if you are still, like, adhering to the guidelines. I don't know. Where's my stupid face again? But yeah, no hardcore yaoi games for now. Maybe I'll do those on Discord or something.
Better be safe than sorry.
Ashfrost34 said, cough cough topless meta and hot tub meta.
What?
I don't know what that is. But, sounds like a fun time. Oh my god, who's talking? Don't worry about that. It's on me. Excuse me. Could you please get her some lemonade? Ew, a man assuming what she wants. Fuck the patriarchy.
Her.
Oh, her? Was that how you referred to me just now?
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I could tell that I was blushing. Was it because of my long hair? The skirt? Did I look like a girl?
Ashfrost34 said, I mean, I remember when YouTube allowed the 18 scenes of Hidaka Shitsuji and dramatical murders.
I mean, YouTube is like a whole other landscape that I do not venture that far into. But, I don't know. But, ooh, the 18 plus scenes of dramatical murder, you say? I mean, I've seen the censored ones, but it is very hard to find the uncensored ones legitimately anywhere.
Was it because of my long...
Oh, whoop. Wow, that is not Jesus.
Was it because of my long hair? Or the skirt? Did I look like a girl?
Oh, it'll take some time until the rain stops. Well, let's just relax here for now.
Thank you.
Oh my god. You must have been cold out in the rain, so I asked for hot lemonade. Ooh, we love hot lemonade. You know, whenever I'm sick, I love a Starbucks, what's it called? Medicine bowl? It's like a hot lemonade and apple cider. I think that might legitimately be it. Remember there's tea in there too? I don't know. Just a hot, warm drink.
Thank you. It's good.
Told you. I'm glad it made you smile.
Okay. Our eyes met. He had a chiseled face with gentle-looking eyes. They had the color of hydrangea, and were gleaming with intelligence. Even as a fellow man, I could tell how handsome he was. I snapped out of it and looked away. Despite that, he kept on looking at my face.
Your eyes. They're different colors, huh?
What?
Oh, sorry. That was presumptuous of me. I just noticed that one of them was green.
Oh, it's been like that for a long time. I'm not sure why, though.
They're very pretty. Oh, the rain has stopped.
Would you be here if I came again? I'd just like to return your money.
Don't worry about that.
But I want to.
Really? Well, I'm here every Saturday afternoon. Aw, what is it like to be a regular?
Okay, see you next time. And so, I'd always come up with reasons to visit the cafe and meet Toma. Here, in front of Toma, I could feel like I was someone else, and that made me excited. He was knowledgeable and refined, and generally one of the most wonderful adults I'd ever met. Had he realized I was actually a man?
Ashfrost34 said, somebody else got a crush, methinks emotional damger is going to happen.
I mean, that's this entire game, I feel like. Trauma. Also, I'm like, you are, what, elementary schooler and adult, please? It is weird that he's hanging out with you. But Japan should be different. I don't know. Maybe it's not weird for them.
He never once suggested it. He was an artistic person, so maybe he just understood. He was also surprisingly dense, so he might have simply not realized it. If only he could see me as a high schooler. Or at least a middle schooler.
Sounds like he's dead.
Well, that wouldn't change the fact that he was older than me. And I was basically just a fan of his. This occasionally made him squint, almost like he was slightly exasperated.
Ashfrost34 said,
What?
surprisingly dense sounds like Fenry on daily basis.
I can't take this slander. I need Angie face. I just have to set the other one. Me, grumpy face, with my very, very tiny mouth that barely moves. Me. Yeah, no, I don't. I need more tiles. I don't know. I think I'm somewhat astute-ish. Stutey? I don't know. I will not take the slander in our household.
As a child, I had a limited allowance. Once my money had all run out, I stopped going to the cafe. By the time the seasons had changed, I was an everyday elementary schooler.
Ashfrost34 said, you being astute than im the king of Chip and Dales.
Hey, Chip and Dales, you mean like the strip club? I think. I am IRL astute. But game brain be different sometimes. Hey, also I'm good at those Fortnite escape rooms. I'm good at noticing shit. I'm not good at some stuff. Sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. To be fair, if you're in that Resident Evil stream, like Resident Evil stream from last week, I was screaming and running around for a very long time and not being able to find diddly squat. So, sometimes valid.
Ashfrost34 said, "Don't worry, I'm just busting your chops."
Hey, you're fine. I'm good with ribbon, light ribbing. Just gonna fight it anyways. But no, I'm chill. Hey, I will bully you back. I ain't afraid of nothing. Me. Got some fighting fists.
By the time the seasons had changed,
I already said that.
I was a so-called latchkey kid. Back in elementary, I would often go to after-school care.
Child A.
Minato, let's play Karuta. Hey, he's playing cards with me. Go away.
Now, don't fight. You'll have your turn, so be patient. As an older child, I was like the elder brother of the other children. And would often look after them.
Minato, let's play soccer tomorrow.
Oh, right. I'll call some of the other kids. I used to be relatively good at sports back then.
Same.
At least compared to how I am now, anyway. Being handsome, I also never received any bullying for my long hair.
That sounds like a lie. You're like, I'm so hot, I would never be bullied. How dare they bully me? They couldn't, I was too hot. They started to bully me for my hair, and then I turned around and they gazed upon my beauty. Just imagine like handsome Squidward.
The after-school care took over a room of the children's center, and a few times a month, there would be an events held by adults from the outside.
Today, oh man, I feel like I already did that voice.
Today, we will have a music teacher. Have fun with the instruments, everyone.
Okay.
Minato, could you go to the music room to call him over?
Sounds like this guy's about to shit himself.
Sure. I thought it would be the same old man who taught us last time.
Oh, no. I'm so shocked. Who's it gonna be? See? This is me. This is my brain.
Yeah, the tuning is perfect. I wouldn't expect less from Mr. Yanagise. You were called into the office.
Oh, alright. I'll go right away.
When he turned around, my heart skipped a beat. I could almost feel the taste of lemonade in my mouth. It was him, that handsome guy who treated me like a girl on that rainy day.
Thanks for calling me. Oh, and can you please tell me where the...
I'll be going.
He ran off.
Oh no. This can't be real. This can't be happening. What if he finds out? What if he finds out I've been dressing like that? I should have dressed up today.
Hello, everyone. I'm here as Mr. Yanagise? Yanagise's replacement. I hope to teach you how to...
You know, I read fun music really fast, and you know... Yeah, that did not look like what it looked like.
I hope to teach you how fun music can be. Let's all get along, shall we?
Ew, what did I click? You were... Oh.
We're taught by Mr. Yanagise, correct? The way you explain things is so thorough. The children enjoy it very much. I'm not as good as he is, though, but thank you. Where's the long-haired child? Oh, now that you mention it, I don't see Minato here. I'll go look around for him. Excuse me.
Oh man, what am I even doing? This was my chance. Is he still teaching?
You can play the piano?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, it's okay. I was never taught, but the children here pestered me to play it.
You learned by yourself? It's amazing.
It's probably not as amazing as you imagine. There are things I can't play even if I practice. Where? Show me the sheet. Here. Oh, fingers just go back and forth. It's a difficult one.
I wish they would unsilhouette them. I want to see what they look like.
Don't stare like that. I didn't want him to know that I was putting do's and fa's over the notes.
What?
I didn't want him to see me as childish.
Right here, you move the fingers along, fingers following a dun 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 rhythm. Seems difficult if you look at the score or listen to the music. You should be fine if you calmly move your fingers. Good, just like that. Yes.
Oh, it's nothing. Probably didn't realize that we'd already met at the cafe. I felt relieved, but at the same time, I was also a little disappointed.
I'll be replacing your previous teacher from now on. Oh god, it's like a student teacher. Ugh. Ah! What is it? It's Jojo Romantica all over again. So if you'd like, we could practice playing the piano together.
Okay, let's get along, Toma.
Huh? Did I ever introduce myself to you?
I asked another teacher. After that, Toma would come in every other week to teach us music. Since I always took the initiative to help the younger children, Toma ended up using me as an assistant, which made me really happy. Before we could finish cleaning up, he would help me practice the piano, and it made me happier than anything.
Minato, are you interested in singing?
I do enjoy it, yes. We often sing the opening themes of Sunday morning cartoons.
Well, there's actually a song I want you to sing with me.
Why me?
I felt like it would suit your voice.
I could tell I was blushing up a storm. But I'm no good at singing. I can't do it right.
Doesn't matter if you're not good. I just want you to be the one singing it. But if you'd really rather not do it, I don't want to force you.
I'll do it. I'll also practice so I can sing it well.
All right. I'm glad to hear that.
I stood on a sofa and practiced the song by singing it to the familiar tape recorder. It was fun. We stopped meeting after that, but I still treasure the song I sang with him. Although you can't really listen to it anymore. Oh man, I'd have loved to have you hear my crappy singing.
Oh gosh, okay. I need water for British. British-ish.
Yeah, and I would have loved to hear it. It's a shame. I wonder what Toma's up to now.
Oh, I thought he'd be dead.
You haven't been in contact with him? No, I haven't heard of him in a long time. Things happened before I became a middle schooler, and I picked up judo. I'd love to see him again. I want to sing with you, Toma. The fire of sparklers had already been reduced to nothing but ash. All right, until next week. It'll be the last time. Let's gather at the church again. The city's moon rained a mechanical light upon us. Our eyes were briefly burned by the dazzling stars. The rapid flow of the ages was whittling us away. Don't die. Please don't die. When did this begin? Since when had I started closing my eyes so often? Morichika Haruki, Toho Minato, Kikuchi Ryo, Suo Kato, they were all earnestly doing their best to face their own worlds. If you die, what will happen to the future that would have waited you? And what will happen to those you leave behind? Most people thought it right to do everything perfectly.
Wow, I was like, blah. Just popping the shit out of that.
And that made us lose something important. It was the intense, brilliant movement of the heart that was above any passing trends. I once again looked up at the cold moon. Oh, how I want them to be happy.
Page turning.
After Toho Minato had told me his story about Toma, I asked him, "Hold on, did all that happen recently?" He replied with, "No, it happened when I was still in elementary school." Toma, knowing his connection to music, it was fair to assume that he was the same Toma I knew. However, from what I assumed based on his story, that was at a different time than the story I was observing. It was either Toma's past or future, and if it happened in the same time frame as when Toho Minato was in elementary school, then... No, I'm lost. I need to consult it. I began walking towards the dark door, but immediately froze up.
I feel like this game is gaslighting me. It's like, ah yes, this happened then, but also I'm gonna say this happened then. But also this happened a different time. Like, none of what it tell... I don't know, I don't trust shit. Suspicious face.
Gizia said, LMAO.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, he was gone. I need to do this by myself. I need to keep his and the librarian's words in mind. Holding the gun I had at my side, scanned my memory as hard as I could. The stories of those people from the Pink House. The stories of my friends who came to my funeral. I had always believed them to be different perspectives or possibilities. Whoop. But that wasn't right. They were connected in a different way. Not by space.
Oh my god.
But time. Suddenly a flicker went through my vision. Are there two possibilities mixed because of a common term? Blood escaped my nose, but I failed to even notice it. Instead, I continued flipping through the book as my heart rate escalated. At first, I thought that the common point was Mamiya. But what if there's another one? Which part of the setting connected all the stories? Found it.
The church? Nope, never mind.
Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end. I gulped. The story doesn't state the exact year. The year in which the world was prophesied to end. The 2 years were connected by the key known as Mamiya, creating a mixed story.
I don't know what he is saying. Knowing this much is enough to show me several possibilities.
As if to keep me from getting too excited, I heard my senior's voice in my head.
In your world, which years were generally connected to the apocalypse?
I said 2012.
Well, the most famous prophecy is the one from Nostradamus, which pointed at the year 1999. As for something more recent, there's a Mayan calendar-based idea that mankind would end in 2012. If this is possible, it has to be these two. My voice echoed.
I was right. Oh my gosh. The before time, the other people were in 1999, I guess, or 2000. And then our current group is in 2012.
Gizia said,
Aha!
You were right.
I just got the vibe they were in the past. I don't know why. I'm like, this feels like the 90s. No, I'm kidding. Dude, that Samajima guy or Sama whatever aged like fine wine, as in not at all. It's been like, what, 12 years, and he looks the same when he was in, what's his faces? I don't remember his name. His other guy's story. Oh my god, I'm so bad at remembering names. But he looked exactly the same. I wonder if the rest of them are dead. Maybe.
My voice echoed through the silence of the room. So wait.
Gizia said, Kato's story.
You know, in my head I said Suo Kato, but then I thought that was the wrong guy. But yeah, he was in Kato's story for a little bit when he was in that car, and then Suo ran out of the car.
So wait, the story about those people at the cafe was not from 2012, but 1999. I stood in place, hanging my head low. There was no one to answer my question. However, I felt like it all made sense now. How could I have been so wrong? When the blood from my nose dripped onto the desk, I snapped back to my senses and quickly wiped my face.
Is this his epiphany blood? Every time he is like, Eureka! Blood squirts everywhere.
I see. So we have 2 dates for the world's end. There's the time axis of Toma's group, and the time axis of Toho Minato's group.
Oh my god, Toma. I forgot. Oh my gosh, we already know him. Whoops. I gave him very different voice. I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder if he's one of those guys from the past. And then it's like, oh, it's me, Toma, from the past. I'm like, oh yeah. He's this...
Gizia said, LMAO, I was waiting.
Well, when I was like, oh my god, what does he look like? And I'm like, Familiar's kind of like his... Well, it's familiar. His silhouette is kind of like that sporty guy who was kind of a student from before. It's fine.
And every time I opened the book, there was a 50-50 chance of getting either story.
Oh, well, that's why he's confused then, because Toma... He's like, oh, I met Toma. How is he a child? I guess. Or how is, oh my god. How are they a child and met him when he's still young? Or how is he a teacher if he was in high school or some shit? Got it. That makes sense.
Gizia said, indeed.
And every time I opened the book, there was a 50-50 chance of getting either story. I made a fist with the same hand I used to wipe my face. If the story of the cafe took place in the past, the year 1999, the story from the year 1999, I mumbled that as I opened the book. A young man in a school uniform sitting by the window suddenly spoke up. The other 3 looked at him with bored expressions.
What? Oh god, what voice did I give him?
Why not introduce ourselves?
I think he had like basically my normal voice.
We don't even know each other's names.
Oh, introductions. I suppose you're right.
The bespectacled man slowly spoke up and fixed his posture. The young man found his black eyes dull. They reminded him of puddles.
I'm Arisugawa Osamu. I work as a children's novelist. I'm Marichika Toma, a student.
I'm Samajima Satoru. I'm a public officer. I'm Niigaki Mayuri, also a student. Once they'd all introduced themselves, silence returned to the room.
What would you say to some reminiscing?
The suggestion came from the tallest man.
Reminiscing? About what? What else? Mamiya, of course.
I knew it! The story of the people from the Pink House takes place in 1999, years before the story of my friends. I'm slowly getting an understanding of this. Stories so far flash before my eyes. The events at the Pink House were in the past. Now that I knew it, things that I hadn't understood before suddenly made sense. It explained why the Pink House wasn't there. It answered all the questions I had when listening to their stories while we played with fireworks. I'd gotten the time all wrong. I took a firmer hold of the book in my hand. That means that this story is a mix of the years 1999 and 2012.
I feel like I talked about this before. Randomly just chatting. I was like, your profile's end. And I was like, oh, haha, that's either one of these two, probably. Just casually. I'll probably do a bathroom and food break really fast soon. Like, it'd probably only be like 10 minutes, maybe. I don't know. I just didn't eat food.
Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end. Its giant knot tied together 2 stories into a single one.
Gizia said, yup, you even googled what year Mamiya took place, but got no results.
Hey, that's true. when I Google what year does Mamiya take place, it just says the year the world was prophesized to end. And I'm like, you know, accurate. You're right.
I'd taken a huge step towards the truth, and this filled me with hope. I wasn't able to grasp the full picture of the story, but now I finally understand. I might be able to set the story's true course now. As the story progressed I talked to Mamiya, the world quickly blacked out, and a gust of wind rushed up from below. On top of the skyscraper stood Mamiya Yumehisa.
I've been waiting for you to read this far.
Mamiya! The wind was strong and it blew right between us. He didn't try to move. I wasn't moving either. There was no need. We were looking only at each other, completely forgetting the lights of the building below.
You've made your decision. That's why I want you to watch this. Don't say a word until the end. And watch what paths my friends chose.
His friends? He has friends. Okay. I should take my bathroom food break now. Probably. Let me save here in case something horrendous happens. Okay. I'm gonna take a pee break and a food break. I'll be back at... What time is it now? In 9
Yuzia
minutes.
said, "Have a nice break."
Thank you. Okay. BRB. Sorry, I'm slightly late because I was scarfing down food like a mongrel. Usually if I click the game, it'll come back. Hello? Hello? Game? Game? Why won't you switch back? Why'd you hate me? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I had leftovers. I made, what's this, like some sort of steaky burrito. No, it isn't really a burrito. It's a
Gizia
sticky bowl thing.
said, "Welcome back."
Thanks, Gizia. It's very good, but that was the last of it. So, oh no, I'll have to meal prep again. Maybe tomorrow. Oop, maybe that. Okay. Nope. So I get for scarfing down food.
The new century rolled in. The four of them were still living in that pink house near Tokyo Tower.
Oh my gosh. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Even after all they'd shared, the stories about Mamiya. They'd only just learned that their Mamiyas were different from those of others.
If Mamiya was no more than an illusion. If the Mamiya I saw back then wasn't even real.
Why are they in a forest?
I was drinking beaker warm tea all by myself. Wait, I remembered that there was 7. It was on the right, I think. Oh, I got it wrong. Go on, Mamiya, it's your turn. Oh, it was right next to it. Ugh, that's so annoying. You played enough concentration. And enough Old Maid, too. Is there any card game you're bad at?
So the resolution I discovered and told him about. It dispersed into nothingness without reaching anyone. Meteors sure are taking their time.
I'm just giving him the new voice. He just gets the new voice that I gave him.
A cassette tape. It's rare for you to bring music. What? It's not classical? No, I like pop music too. Yeah, it's a good one. I like its gentle melody. Huh? A meteor? Where? I didn't see it. Where is it?
So the love and salvation I gained from him were all just a type of self-consolation. Alright, Mamiya. Today's dinner is roast Kobe beef mille-feuille. Vegetables. I tend not to eat any. I feel like they would turn my insides green and make me unhealthy. I prepared a lychee sherbet for dessert. Could you have that? No, I don't have any preferences. This is all a matter of principle. Anyway, let's eat. Oh, no, Mamiya, I didn't change the subject.
Those mundane little chats we had. The feeling of her hands. Smoke in the air. None of it existed. I was doing a solo performance.
Hey, read this.
Can't you tell just by looking at it? It's Risugawa Osamu's latest work.
It's a newborn baby.
I haven't even brought it to the editor yet. You dumbass, shouldn't that be obvious?
I wanted you to be the first to read it.
Come on, don't make me spell it out for you. So, did my new work meet your expectations? You're all delulu, that's the answer. Huh.
Why? Why am I the weirdo? I just wanted to be with her. I just wanted the world to know that Mamiya existed. To prove that I wasn't alone. But if even something like that was too much to ask, then is there really any point in making this world a better place? Is there anyone even worth saving? If the world insists on being like this, Risugawa-sama's silhouette trembled. Oh my god. He took a knife from the kitchen. Aye.
Oh, aye.
And aimed it at his own chest. and then his arm.
Stop. Let me go.
Stop it.
Let me go, damn it.
I won't.
Risugawa.
Yeah. Oh, that's Marichka. Terrible. Oh. His first name is... What? 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 His name is Marichka too? Isn't the other guy, Marichka Kazuki, is it his brother? Yeah, they're brothers.
What kind of stupidity is this, Risugawa? I won't let you die.
Why? We're not close enough for you to care, are we?
Because it's unfair. Trying to get closer to Mamiya. And I'm not letting you do that by yourself.
So do these two kill themselves? What?
Within the dim lights, their eyes gleamed with unshakable conviction. At this moment, I understood the true meaning behind this place. They were actually observing each other. They watched so that none of them would try to get ahead and grow closer to Mamiya. That none of them would go to Trichiliocosm. They had nowhere to go. Yet they tried to live in this harsh world, doing the best they could to uphold Mamiya's teachings. However, ideals were just that, ideals. They couldn't share the eternity that was Mamiya.
Yeah. Mamiya wouldn't allow that. To die and run away from this world, I mean. She didn't take us to Trichiliocosm after all. We have to stay in this world. This hell. And fulfill our mission. Mission, huh?
We need to prove that Mamiya existed. That is what this place is supposed to be about.
You can't say something that naive at this point.
Our true desire has always been the same. We want to meet Mamiya again.
Oh god, Nigaki, which one's
Mamiya!
Let's talk. About what we should do next. Let's look at the rules again.
Sama, whatever his face, his head is so square. He looked like a thumb. And we love him for that. That murder thumb.
I believed that the shared illusion should spread. I believed that the Mamiya born within me would spread every time I interacted with someone. But that hasn't happened to a single person. There'd be no future for us if we just stayed here and observed each other. Mamiya would one day disappear for real.
No. Mamiya existed, and my memories with him are real. So why should my memories stop existing? Just because Mamiya didn't. I'm scared. I don't want all my change and growth to become something that never happened. I don't want to forget Mamiya either. But there's only so much we can do. We can will Mamiya into existence like a shared illusion. But eventually, we would snap out of it.
And think, what am I even doing?
I think I read some, or did he just randomly say that? Oh, nope. God dang it. I just stare deeply at their names when they're talking.
I feel so empty. It's like I'm eating the hole in a donut.
You're so normal. You are far more normal than the rest of us.
No. That's wrong. If I was, I'd be able to escape this house.
I met many people. However, even if they had flesh, this world is full of humans who are truly worthless.
Ooh, my game glitched out. That was weird.
Is it wrong to long for Mamiya? Is it wrong to yearn? Oh my god, to yearn for an illusion? Why not just let people do what they want? There's nothing wrong in coming to like someone. What's keeping Toma sane? What's pressuring Samejima? What could it be?
Objectivity. It's objectivity that makes us so pitiful. Mamiya exists in our subjectivity. But objectively, I was just chatting with myself. Yeah, it must have been weird. But I want to look at all the people who think we're a bunch of lunatics playing with illusions and ask them. That close friend you always hang out with and know and trust with all your heart. What if you found out that he didn't exist beyond your subjective reality? Would you be able to simply accept the tomorrow he wouldn't be a part of and the yesterday from which he vanished? I was simply afraid. Crazy? Am I really the one who's crazy? It's the society that makes fun of us that's crazy. I want them to know what we felt. We'll make Mamiya exist. We'll make them love Mamiya. And then make them despair that Mamiya doesn't exist.
Sounds like an evil villain plan. To that end. Oh my god. That's the right shit I read.
To that end, the eternal Mamiya.
No. There's a limit to what we can do. It's beyond the four of us. We would have to increase the amount of people who know Mamiya.
But how? Mamiya doesn't exist in this world anymore. There's no one who can meet him now. It would have been simpler if we'd ended up as Mamiya did. We met our end without achieving anything. There was a mistake in our methods.
There's no need to change the message.
What's important is who that message will reach and how it will reach them.
What? No. Our will isn't wrong. We're just doing it the wrong way.
Our stories don't work on people who are stained by objectivity.
By society. We need to target children instead of adults. And instead of getting an audience as big as my reader base, we need to target only a few. Without any dispersion and maximum focus, we should face a single person as sincerely as we can and cultivate a potent shared illusion.
They're definitely evil masterminds.
When we do that, we'll surely... Risugawa, what are you saying?
Can we save Mamiya like that? Would our Mamiya not disappear? And would someone develop a mutual understanding with them?
Again, Mamiya's gone. How would we...
It's simple, Niigaki. We ourselves have to become Mamiya. What? We would become a Mamiya that couldn't be ended by some half-baked feelings.
Toma! Become Mamiya? How? Tried so hard. So what can we do to... We will discard everything. Those words finally made me understand. We still had something holding us back. And that is despite the fact that that something is nothing compared to Mamiya. Discard everything and become Mamiya. Okay. I like it. That's really good. If that's what it takes to bring Mamiya back from Trichiliocosm, I'll take it.
These people are all crazy. Solidly all of them are crazy.
Then it's decided. Through me, who became host to Mamiya, we will plant Mamiya into children. And we would once again
make Mamiya complete.
Gizia said, "They're so crazy, I love them."
They're so delulu.
That is the mission of those left behind in this world.
They're like, I had a friend that I liked and talked to for a bit, and now they're gone, and I can't live without them, and I'm insane, and I will turn into them or something.
This hell. We only want... Oh.
We only want to fix this crumbling shared illusion.
It will never break again. It will be an eternal shared illusion.
I bet Natsume's like, what the fuck?
Hey, Natsume. You and I are different, right?
Mamiya smiled.
Show me then. Show me an ending to your friend's story that's different from mine.
It seemed self-derisive, but I couldn't read the emotion in his smile. I could do nothing but watch. Stop. I couldn't interfere. Stop it. Stop. I couldn't stop them.
Ew. Cutscene. There's been like no cutscene.
Gizia said, eyes.
I don't know what's going on. It's like a music video.
World Downfall Elementary.
I think I beat the section maybe, or soon? I don't know. Let's go. Risugawa.
This can't be undone. Without madness, we are insane.
That is good.
It's how it's always been. We were insane from the start. From the moment we met Mamiya. From the moment we were born into this world. People were always driven by an indescribable madness.
Let's eat Mamiya. What?
Who was the one to suggest that? No one could tell at this point. However, everyone present was overcome with a powerful urge to eat Mamiya. They believed that it was the only way for people who didn't fulfill Mamiya's will to become Mamiya themselves. A chokingly sweet scent. A surge of sheer malice could make people cover their mouths and close their eyes. The smell seemed to turn the brain stiff. Surrounded by misty rain and isolation, we labored.
How are they? Okay, they couldn't. I'm so confused. Like, so they said Mamiya is gone from the world, so what the fuck are they eating? How'd they get him back?
We ate. Ravenous gluttony, lonely palpitations.
I feel like maybe it's not Natsume narrating.
Gizia said, what indeed?
That makes me nervous. I'm gonna make not Natsume narrate, because it sounds like it should be. Whatever.
We ate. The mist was dense. Pride leads to worship. Prayers are powerless mounds of corpses.
What the fuck is that?
The mist was dense. Blades slowly cut through the meat.
I feel like I'm playing Cooking Companions again.
Cut, slice, rip. Some were excited. Others looked away. Which one was me, some wondered. Was this how it would end up? It had always been how it was. Thorough preparations, detailed tactics. Such things stood no chance against pure desire. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Felt as if the moist parts of the body were being covered in rust. Could I move? Was my stomach still working? Did I still have a jaw? Were teeth, a tongue, lips? Was the change already over? One couldn't help but wonder. There was only the sound of chewing. It was like a song. It went off tune, then synced, then mixed. Nothing but chewing. It wasn't enough. There was no such thing as purity. One's own vision snuck up behind them, from behind. Would the sweetness become heat and embrace us? No. Even that was uncertain. Or perhaps...
Ugh.
Everything was an illusion.
Who the fuck is that?
Leave not a bit behind.
The bones. The flesh.
The blood.
The poison. We split it evenly.
Not a drop is left. We ate even our plates.
Our cells are changing. We can't turn back now. Someone was crying. No one knew if it was them or someone else.
Oh, maybe this is Natsume? I don't know.
Everything mixed. The border between oneself and the others had vanished.
Mamiya is... the moon.
The magic. The mystery.
The mimic. The medium.
The mother. And me.
We are now. Mamiya.
Oh. Okay.
Minato, I want you alone to know this. My real name.
Your real name?
Mamiya. Call me Mamiya.
This is just a cult.
Even so, to them it's justice.
There's no objectivity here.
Objectivity doesn't exist. It's high time you understood this, Natsume. Objectivity is something only happy people who've never been hurt can preach.
Huh.
To those who have lost their way and are deeply hurt, objectivity is unnecessary. Do you get it, Natsume? They found my existence necessary. And thus, the illusion is allowed for their sake.
Mamiya slowly closed his eyes. He was someone I could never forgive. But his silence made it seem like he was praying, leaving me unable to speak up. Natsume.
Oh, Natsume. We really are different. For their sake, Mamiya will become a shared illusion.
Oh, so Risugawa and the others, the ones from 1999, were Mamiya itself. In that case, my friends all died because of them. I have to calm down. I have to find a way to distance Mamiya from my friends. If Mamiya appeared because of a mix-up in the time axis,
Time access.
conclusions and truths that were set in stone never leave any space for delusions. In that case, I have to destroy it. I have to kill the margin of error. While I gathered my resolve, the day before the 4th Friday came, my friends were waiting for tomorrow with various expressions on their faces.
Chapter 9. Surprised it hasn't taken me back to that, like, choose your own adventure screen. Wait, I'm gonna save and check that choose your own adventure screen, because I feel like I'm way farther than I think. Blue, blah, 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 blue. I don't even know how to get there. How to go there, too. I saved, so it's fine. I just want to know. What? I'm still not on 3 yet? Ah! Oh. Well, I'm at the end of this one and missed all this shit. Let me, like, click on them.
Gizia said. Almost there.
Well, I feel like I have to go back and do this. I did Samajima's story. Surprised it didn't, like, change colors or something. What is this? Spectator tries to get the turn, but there is nothing to think of.
Gizia said. You can do it at the end, though.
I know, but I'm a completionist. I don't want to move on to the next chapter or the next page until I do this page. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna keep going from where I am, but it hurts my completionist heart to have unfinished shit. Chapter 9.
What's wrong, Haruki?
Ugh.
Hey, so when are you coming over? I'll make some dinner for you.
Sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to drop by today.
Haruki?
Gizia said. LMAO, you have to read them before Doomsday Dreams, so DWULL complete it.
Oh, well, I mean, this is the last chapter before that, so I guess I've got... Oh no, I have to complete everything before then. Oh no. Look, I'll make it up to you some other time. I realize no one would forgive this kind of stuff, though.
So unfair. All I can really do is say, okay to that.
I'm sorry. See ya. Ugh.
Morichika Haruki entered the call, lay down on the sofa and looked up.
Tomorrow.
He took out a cigarette and moved it over his lighter, flickering red flame. After slowly exhaling, he looked outside the window. The wound, left by a scratch from a few days ago, still ached a little.
What to put in the casket, huh?
A large moon set upon the sky above. Strangely enough, he didn't feel cold. The night was calm, with little warmth to be had.
Well, I guess I can just dedicate nights like this to just you.
Toho.
I've been waiting all this time. The battery died a long time ago, but this is Natsume's phone. I didn't give it to the police or even his family. This was nothing more than a phone held by just another maid in Akihabara. That ends today. I won't have to feel like this ever again.
Toho Minato slowly opened the door of his closet. There was a maid outfit with a long skirt on one of the hangers. He gently touched its edge.
Natsume, you'll stay in my heart until the very end.
The moon lit up Toho Minato's face through the window. Bathed in its pale light, his outline looked positively androgynous.
I thought my clothes would be too big, but they look good on you.
Are you making fun of me?
No, you do actually look great. I hope your clothes finish drying soon. You can use mine until then. Oh, Kato. Oh, Kato.
Hello.
Oh my, you're all wet. Go take a bath.
But I...
It's okay, just do it. Go on in.
Oh, Kato, you brought a friend over.
Welcome back, Dad. This is Rio.
My name is Kikuchi, Rio. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, welcome. Go on and eat as much as you'd like. Okay.
Kato grows every time he eats. It's funny, so I always make too much food. There's more than enough for you. Don't hold back.
Mom.
This is the guest room. Feel free to use it.
No, I think I'll just leave.
Huh? But...
I'm worried about Midori.
Oh. Sorry. I was a bit too excited by the idea of you coming over. And... I didn't even think about that.
It's okay. It's the thought that counts. Your mom's cooking was amazing. I can't praise her enough.
Thanks. I'll pass it on. She'll be really happy. You're welcome to come over anytime.
Also, this got all wet, but you can still read it.
Oh, a letter.
Reply whenever you feel like it. Is it a love letter? Wink, wink. Oh.
Okay.
Good night, Rio. Take care, Rio. You can eat this at home if you like.
Thanks. The food was delicious. Thank you. I'd like Midori to get to know this too.
Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end. Final month, 4th Friday.
Fourth Friday. Woo.
The temperature was 5 degrees Celsius, with cloudy skies. The paving below my shoes was tough, just as my resolve for the night. Beyond the tree-lined street, there were the ones who'd come to Natsume Soichiro's funeral. They were waiting for me.
Ooh, that's cool.
The harsh northern winds of December blew mercilessly around us. Even so, my friends, were here for this day, facing it with different expressions. They were here in this world, and they were here in this year the world was prophesied to end, to conclude their story with Natsume Soichiro.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm like, brain, characters, names. Let's go, Natsume.
Like a few weeks ago, we entered the now familiar church. There were other people around too, members of the Natsume family, as well as their acquaintances. I thought we'd just be laying Natsume's ashes to rest. Is there someone else's funeral going on here? No, there's going to be a memorial mass for Natsume. A memorial mass? 30 days after someone's death, Catholics hold a memorial mass to reminisce about the deceased.
I always forget how religious it is until we get to the church.
Until then, the remains are kept at the altar before being buried after the mass. So this is your final chance to say goodbye to him. Okay, let's sit down. We all sat down some...
Oh my god, I'm losing the British accent more ago. Haha.
We all sat down some rows behind the family in the front. This was a stark change from the first time when we were all separated. It was clear how much our relationship had changed over the past few weeks. It's changed quite a bit. I looked at my own remains on the altar and spoke to myself. Many things remained the same in this world, even after I died. But who could have imagined that my friends, who barely knew each other, would all gather like this? The memorial mass was held in silence. The family gave their greetings and eulogies. It wasn't too different from the funeral. The organ echoed across the church as it released a rather awkward-sounding melody. I looked straight ahead. Hey, Natsume. It's okay. You can relax and sleep. Even if I'm gone, they'll be able to go on.
Oh man, okay.
All the souls that believe in God are eventually summoned before Him, where they attain peace. As those left behind, we can do nothing but pray for the departed and vow never to forget them. There will be memorial masses in the years that follow. Let us gather here again and pray for them. The event ended, and we all moved to the cemetery for the burial. As we walked, I called out to a certain someone. Hello.
Oh god, oh Natsume, you came.
Of course. It was Natsume Soichiro's mother. I was really surprised when I read the letters that you gave me on the day of the funeral. I apologize for that. It must have been perplexing for a stranger like me to appear out of nowhere. Oh, not at all. Why? Didn't you find me suspicious? We didn't even talk while he was still alive. You are Soichiro's friend. I could tell from the look in your eyes. There was a warm light in them, just like his. I see. I cast my gaze downward to hide my face and fell silent. I was no match for my mother. I cleared my damp throat to play it off. She chuckled a little. Are they Soichiro's friends too? Yes. They decided on something for him to take to the next life. I see. I had no idea he had so many friends. He never had anyone over at the house. She smiled, clearly pleased. Embarrassed, I fell silent again. I'm relieved, though. I'm glad there are people besides us who will remember him. I'm so glad. Soichiro. The public cemetery was in an open area, some distance away from the church. Various graves were lined up in a clouded area, sprinkled in green. We stopped in front of one. It was just like all the others, lacking any distinguishing features. And it belonged to Natsume Soichiro. In other words, me. This is Soichiro. My mother stood before them and showed them the urn. Jesus. They all gulped, and I watched over them from a short distance away. My goal here was merely to watch them decide what to give Natsume. Perhaps they chose different things compared to what they had picked in the stories. However, I decided not to pry into that. After all, they weren't meant for me, but for the Natsume Soichiro in the urn.
What? I thought he was getting buried. Why is he in an urn? Are they burying the urn? How do Christians work? I don't know. Catholics? Whatever.
After confirming that they were done, I took a deep breath. This is the final goodbye. No one said anything. We all waited for everyone to finish their silent conversations with Natsume. Goodbye, Natsume Soichiro. After that, the grave was closed. We stared in complete silence at the grave where Natsume had been laid to rest. A breeze blew past us. Our clothes and hair were disheveled. Yet Natsume's grave stood still. A soft, bare skin of stone, and his name and date of death carved onto it. The year was... It was done. My job for the past few weeks was now over. Everyone was particularly silent. We didn't feel like going back. So we did as someone had suggested, and went to the nearby beach. So it's over.
It really hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah. The days promised by Natsume's note were over. Starting tomorrow, we wouldn't have our weekly gatherings anymore. We would have strangers who might never see each other again.
Let's meet up every now and then. Like the priest said, there will be memorial masses in the coming years too. Yeah, that's true. It's Natsume's memorial mass. Guess we'll have to go.
I don't mind if they use Natsume as the reason. They gathered like this over the next few years and beyond. They all supported each other. Only good things would come of it. Guys.
Oh, and of course I'm expecting you to come to the meetups as well, Natsume.
Yeah. The story was nearing its end. Once the ending began to roll, the spectator would be unable to see what happened next. Even so... Sure, let's meet up again. With smiles on our faces.
There you go again, making it sound like more of a big deal than it is.
Oh my god, fuck. Yeah. Wait, no.
Oh man, if only it snowed a little. It'd be the best kind of miracle for a day like this.
I stood tall on the ground. I looked at the back of the transient man and shouted as hard as I could. I'm finally here, Mamiya. My voice made him slowly turn around. He was distant, and his messy hair hid his expression. I can end this December, this year, without having any of them die. If we make it past this without any problem, it will make it to the next year without anyone dying. I poured more strength into my grip. It might not be here beyond this point. Like you said, I might leave them behind. However, they'll be able to support each other. I pictured their smiles. There's a happy future waiting for them, even if I'm not here.
There.
I didn't mind being left out of the circle. I truly didn't. As long as it was a future where they were smiling, I was okay with it. This is the optimal ending I've created. Mamiya remained silent, as though trying to gauge my value. But after a while, he grinned and began clapping.
Wonderful. I'm impressed you made it this far.
His reaction shocked me enough to make me take a step back. You weren't taken by my... Oh.
You weren't taken by the charm of the illusion, and expressed your will. The idea that reality is right and wonderful. Excellent work. Especially for someone who doesn't even have a body in there.
Your words can no longer hurt me.
Oh, but I was praising you.
He sounded a pleased chuckle.
I thought you would have given up already. No, we were leading you to that. And yet, you mustered up some nonsensical determination and made it all the way here. Even though it wasn't necessary at all. You should have just been a spectator.
Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not like you.
Indeed. You're not like me. So go and decide the true course of the story.
How do you know about that? Only a few people should have this information. How do you know about true courses?
Now, indeed. Maybe because I'm a spectator myself. Or maybe something above that. Well, what do you think? It's irrelevant, isn't it? Regardless of what I am, the things you can do are limited.
I couldn't allow him to take control of the conversation. I had to keep my true will. You're right. I will save them, no matter what you are. I will set the year so I can surpass it.
Create the future you desire and the records you believe are correct. Decide the year in which the world was prophesied to end.
Allow me to tell you that about the true job of a spectator, the setting of the true course of the story. I had already explained that stories that are only slightly different are what-ifs, something akin to drafts. There are quite many of them. There is only one true story, and drawing it up is simple. You merely have to discard the many possibilities you've seen so far, take only one in hand, and declare it as truth. Once the true course is decided, it cannot be erased. The story showed you many possibilities, didn't it? However, you will be the one making the ultimate choice. I will decide.
Hey, it's like the title image. Fancy. What did I forget?
Tokyo. During the year in which the world was prophesied to end. It is the year...
Izia said, "It's one of my favorite CGs TBH."
I mean, I can only pick one of these, so... it is super pretty, I like it.
And lastly, a goodbye to Natsume. December 28th, 2012. Here lies Natsume Soichiro. Natsume. I'm so relieved. You finally came back to your senses. You didn't respond no matter how many times I called out. I was worried. Oh, sorry. Wait, what's the time? What year is it?
Huh? It's obviously 2012.
What a relief. I actually...
Oh, is he crying?
Wait, Natsume, what's wrong? Don't just start crying like that.
Hey, don't wipe your face on my clothes.
I'm so glad. I finally did it. I've saved everyone. I'm not sure that I get what this is about, but you seem to have worked really hard, Natsume, so, good job. Thank you. Thank you. After crying my eyes out, calmed down and finally looked around. Huh? Where's Kikuchi Ryo and Suro Kato? Oh, they went off somewhere.
To make out. Suo was all... What? Suo was all about going to the sea, and Kikuchi went with him. Oh, there they are.
Morichika Haruki pointed to two figures. I'll go talk to them for a second. Overwhelmed with joy, I ran across the beach.
Are you cold?
I'm fine. Honestly, I'm glad you came. I feel kinda strange.
'Cause everything that's happened today?
No, well, I mean, it does feel almost unreal that I managed to come this far. But the month I spent with you guys was unlike anything else I've ever experienced. I'm beyond excited to keep things going like this. The letter.
Huh?
I forgot to write a reply to the letter.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, we can meet any time.
You're right. Thanks. I actually did write a response to the letter. I was having trouble putting my thoughts into words. Nothing I wrote came out right. I kept erasing things over and over again until the paper got too wrinkled to write on. My drawers filled to the brim with unfinished letters now. I think I was in a panic. I thought I'd never see you again, Ryo. I thought the world would end and we'd never meet again.
Suo, raise your face. Look into my eyes. Listen, the world won't end that easily, and we'll always get to meet each other again. People worry about the future all the time, but here's what I've got to tell you. Let's meet up again. You see, I like the way you look at the world. So I want you to keep on sharing your world with me.
Ryo.
In return, I'll protect
Protect what?
you
This is so gay.
from harsh words, from pointless conflicts, from cutting blades. I'll make sure to protect you.
Yuzia said, pleading face.
That's what I promised in my previous letter.
I see. Thanks, Ryo. Hey, Ryo.
What?
Could you close your eyes for a second?
What?
Just do it. Don't open them until I say so.
Alright.
Okay. I guess that's enough. Oh, hey, Kikuchi Suo. I noticed their silhouettes and ran up to them. I wanted to talk to them as soon as possible. To laugh with them and everyone else. Goodbye, Ryo.
I knew something fucked up was gonna happen. God fucking damn it. I thought he was gonna kiss him, but he probably fucking killed him.
I was still holding the remnants of a devastated century. I'd lost many things in the sea and acquired a certain bitterness. I was still waiting for your return, unable to consign the remnants to darkness. When night comes,
Oh, okay, nope. This is Suo talking.
when night comes, Mom gives me something warm, and Dad pats me on the back. Perhaps I should have done the same to you. Please don't forget.
Did he kill himself? The fuck is going on? Somebody's dead. Oh, he's dead. He killed himself. Somehow. What did he do? The fuck? Or is he just dying? Maybe he's just casually dying. Please don't forget me. Was he sick and dying the whole time? What?
Why? I ran towards the evening shoreline and saw a thoroughly dumbfounded Kikuchi Ryo, as well as Suo Kato, collapsed on the ground in a pool of blood like he'd just burst open. I finally realized, with this story's year decided, the true course was clearly conveyed to my brain. Mamiya!
How was he covered in blood?
Facts and conclusions. Never left any room for delusions.
That sure was a rhyme. Facts and conclusions. Leave a little room for delusions. I finished the section. Kind of. Besides those unfinished parts that I didn't do at all. Did I do this on the last section? Like a weird credits. I didn't finish the game. There's legitimately one more section. Oh, look. Sorry, sure, not Sony. Hey! I am 1 year older than him.
Said. Kato was covered in blood too. Also, the credits are nice.
Damn, I'm 1 year older than all these bitches. Except for him. He old. He's not even that much older than them. He's 5 years older than them, and they're all like, "Yo, grandpa." Oh, damn. They're old as shit. Toma's gotta be other Marichka's brother, right? Damn. They're so old. I mean, they're not dead, I guess. It doesn't have a death date. Suo Kato. What? What? 1984 and 2003? What the fuck? The fuck is going on there? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Gizia said. Eyes.
Do I have to click it? Oh, yes so. Every time I think I know what's going on, I really don't. Ending 2012.
Tokyo, during the year in which the world was prophesied to end. That line made stories from 1999 and 2012 mix up. That's why Suo Kato, who was from 1999,
What? What?
joined the others, who were from 2012. Decide on the true course. Bullshit. Are you satisfied with this? You burdened them with an unsalvageable fate. Are you satisfied that you've made them suffer? Mamiya gave no response. I didn't raise my face. I couldn't tell what expression he was making. I've had enough. I don't care what happens to the laws of this world. I'll warp space-time, change the truth, and try again.
You know, I guess it kind of makes sense because I was like, doesn't Suo go to the same school as everyone? Why doesn't he know them? Why isn't he going to school? All of that jazz. I was like, because he didn't know Ryo. He didn't know Minato, even though I assumed they all went to the same school.
This time, I'll make them all happy. At that moment, I had a feeling that Mamiya had just smiled.
But also, I
Gizia
don't understand.
said. I think he was still in middle school, but still.
Still in middle school. Oh, he's younger than them, I guess, and just really fucking tall.
Gizia said. He is 15.
I mean, I guess that's Japan middle school. I don't understand the ages. I want to look at all the pictures. Loo-loo-loo-loo. And I'm probably missing some. Yep. Look at that. Look at that shit. It's probably from the ones I haven't done yet. Oh, and a shit
Gizia
ton. Oh my god.
said, also congrats.
Oh, thank you. And it's good timing. It's like close to when I usually end stream. How am I missing so many though? This is excessive. Like, I don't even have half of them. I feel like I missed so much shit. I don't know what's cool. Because it matches the mommy one. But yes, thank you for joining me on the Mamiya stream, and it's I feel like I'm gonna play this game forever, especially if I keep back doing other shit on Tuesdays. But yes, next Tuesday, that's the plan. Keep going on Mamiya.
Said, I mean, you can see which ones are from episode 2 and which ones from 3.
I mean, I thought it was just like the split, like that's the end of 2. Whatever. I'm assuming we're there. I think that's the end of 2, and then these ones are from 3. Oh no, but then that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to sort them. But yes, thank you for coming, everyone. I'm gonna do a little raid, because I feel like everyone streams on this day.
Said,
at the top.
At the top.
What?
Gizia.
Oh, it's a CG episode.
Said,
wow, I'm stupid.
Baptism.
It does say it at the top. Look at that. Holy shit, I'm missing so much from... Oh, well, 3. Yeah, no, I'm on 2. Never mind. I was like, oh, I'm missing so much from 2. How do I have 2 from 3 already? Okay, so I'm only missing 3 from 2, and then everything else
Official Happiness Live. Said, Maitsu loves, Maitsu loves, Maitsu loves.
But yes, thank you guys for coming. If you're on my Discord, I'll just drop a link. I'm doing a horror movie tomorrow. I don't even remember which one I said I was doing, but I'm doing one. On Discord.
Gizia said, Diafe 1 thumbs up.
It's stop motion? Stop motion, that's the movie. But I hope to see some of y'all there. It's at 8. Let's see who is... Oh, why am I doing this on my phone? I can do this on here. Okay, let's see who is streaming to raid.
Official Happiness Live. Said, oh, I joined when you're ending Suzaika.
You did when I
laugh.
joined when I'm ending. I'm sorry. It's okay. You can hang out with whoever I'm raiding. I mean, my typical stream times are 8 to 11 me time. Because your boy has a full-time job. And can't stay up super, super late. Or else I die. There's probably nobody else playing this game. Wait, I'll check anyways. Yeah, I know. It's just me.
Official Happiness Live. Said, let us same time zones. Official Happiness Live. Said, zones.
We have the same time zones, or you want the same time zones? I cannot know. Here, we can do... I'll rate Awkward Bamboo. They're doing art, because nobody else is playing Mamiya, but we love art. Okay. There.
Official Happiness Live. Said, we are in the same time zone.
Hey!
Official Happiness Live. Said, Maitsu wiggles, Maitsu woggle, Maitsu wiggles, Maitsu woggle.
Eastern US bitches. Yeah, okay. I'll hang out with you guys at Awkward Bamboo for a bit while I do some stream cooldown, but thank you so much for coming. I had a great time and hope you did too. Bye. Mwah.